Just because there's a couple of new people here today, I thought I'll talk a little bit about what mindfulness is, but then I sort of realised that I probably need to remind myself of what it is, and for me, spending a couple of minutes thinking about an easy way to explain it probably helps me with my understanding of mindfulness, because there can often be a theoretical understanding that doesn't translate, or we're sitting meditating, but that doesn't translate into everyday life. So I think the way I'm conceptualising it for me now is being able to enjoy a piece of cake and tasting every bite of the piece of cake without being distracted by thoughts. So we're actually enjoying what we're eating, because we've all eaten maybe whole meals. I certainly have eaten whole meals without actually tasting anything because I was so distracted. And I think that's mindfulness. It's setting aside the thinking mind so we can appreciate living. And we spend so much of our lives wanting more and being dissatisfied, but yet our mind is constantly looking for critical. The mind's always criticising or assessing or evaluating, but we're doing this at the expense of actually experiencing. I was listening to music the other day and my phone went off, and I replied to the text message, but then I started doom scrolling. I didn't even realise I was doing it, and the music that I was listening to became part of the background, and it was only when I put my phone down that I actually started to really enjoy the music. I could hear it in the background, but I wasn't listening to the music. I could hear there wasn't, I don't think there was any singing, but the notes were there, but I wasn't really with them. And my experience was so much richer for closing my eyes and putting my phone down. And it just shows how easy it is to be distracted, especially with phones that are designed to take our attention to them. So that's what, for me, meditation gives us. It's that ability to enjoy life. But for us to drink a whole cup of tea without a distracting thought requires a lot of practice. It takes a lot of repeated practicing, like while we can physically pick up a teacup without much effort compared to a heavy dumbbell. Being present for that entire tea drinking experience is just as much of a challenge as picking up a heavy dumbbell. We have to work up to it little by little, and what happens on that journey is we start relaxing our grip over our mind. We realise our mind is compelled to think constantly. It's chattering away, and the reason why we're doing that is because we believe our thoughts. We believe our thoughts are important. We believe if we're not there, then might forget something important or something. Or if we react to something and we're angry, we feel that anger is real or justified, but it's just a reaction to something that we may be wrong. And if we feel restless, we can immediately scratch that itch, metaphorical or physical. But if we just stop and pause and we don't react to every thought and every sensation in the body, we realise that we don't need to react to every thought and every sensation. So then there's less to react to, and the gaps between compulsive thinking become greater. It's not to say that experienced meditators don't spend their time constantly aware. We're all prone to distraction to one degree or another, but for me, this practice has helped me enjoy the things that I enjoy on a deeper level. My capacity to listen to other people is improved, and all of these things, but it's not about becoming a better person or changing who we are. It's about letting go of who we are and not getting in the way of ourselves. It's not hard to make a cup of tea, but it's hard to enjoy it when our mind is racing. So if we can do something when on a cushion or on a chair meditating to help that, so we can enjoy those cups of tea or beverage of your choice, or then something's working. And I'm reluctant to say there is a goal, because I think of meditation as like play or listening to music. We're not listening to music to get to the end of the song, or to say that we've listened to it. There's no there shouldn't be a sense of pride in enjoying a particular sort of music to feel, because that's building our ego. If we're truly listening to the music we want and enjoying the food that we want, then we're not doing it to impress people. We're doing it for the enjoyment, and that's where we're what we're trying to achieve with mindfulness, that deeper enjoyment of what we already enjoy, and just that presence. So hopefully that was a reasonable introduction of why I'm of the Thai Forest Way. There's obviously different schools of thought, and they're all equal, but this is what I was taught, and this is what I'm sharing with you guys. So I just want to say I'm really appreciative of so many people tonight. It's always nice to see new people, but it's always nice to see familiar faces as well. So I just like everyone. So yeah, thank you everyone for coming. Thank you, Anamodana Sadhu.